Welcome back to Screen. Well, for whatever reason, serial killers seem to fascinate documentarians, filmmakers and audiences alike with countless exploration of their crimes. Now, Graham, you've got another one, courtesy of Netflix.
Well, yes, Margaret. Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile is the new biographical crime thriller about serial killer Ted Bundy, directed by documentarian Joe Berlinger with a screenplay by Michael Werwie. It's based on the memoir The Phantom Prince, My Life with Ted Bundy by Elizabeth Koffler. And Zac Efron stars as Bundy with Lily Collins playing Koffler, Kaya Scodelario as Carol Ann Boone, the woman Bundy marries while in jail and who bears his child, and John Malkovich is Edward Coart, the presiding judge at Bundy's final trial. The movie's title is actually taken from the judge's remarks in sentencing Bundy to death. This burglar, kidnapper, rapist, necrophile and mass murderer had strangled, bludgeoned and mutilated at least 30 women, there could be many more, across 7 states in the mid to late 1970s, and was himself killed by electric current in 1989. And Berlinger's rather off-kilter biopic comes to Netflix not long after his documentary series for Netflix that was also about Bundy, Conversations with a Killer, the Ted Bundy Tapes. Berlinger's approach to the movie is really to attempt to tell the story of Bundy through the eyes of a victim, Elizabeth Koffler, referred to in the film by the pseudonym Elizabeth Kendall, played with some empathy by Collins. She was a single mother he met in 1969, and according to the movie, he loved with intensity and a flashing smile, while out moonlighting in his VW bug as a savage psychopath, sometimes visiting his secondary crime scenes, grooming and performing sexual acts with the decomposing corpses. It seems a little unlikely, but we see Bundy as Elizabeth saw him for at least the period they were romantically together. We're asked to share her delusion for most of the film, which seems to treat Bundy almost as if he were an innocent victim of a corrupt legal system. We never see his acts of depravity. The only time we sense his murderous pathology is during one scene, a visit to the pound when a dog shrinks in horror in the presence of Bundy. This is never followed through, and the movie simply fails to give us any inkling of how Bundy was able to succeed. And Berlinger, like the press at the time, seems in awe of his subject, marvelling at how a well-spoken, decent-looking man could possibly do such heinous things.
I think that's the whole point of the film. Now, I was not looking forward to this because I'm not good at dealing with, really savage, horrible attacks on women. And I thought, Anyway, I mean, for me, it was a relief because, Zac Efron presents him as a charismatic, devoted lover who was really in love with this woman all his life and very dependent on her. And it's almost like you want to, like her, you want to believe him that it is a setup by the cops. They need someone to blame. And it's, that's why it's interesting. He maintained his innocence all the way through. I mean, he was a handsome, intelligent, charismatic guy. The way he conducts himself in the court scenes, that's documented, I mean, I just find it fascinating. And it was only at the very end that he agreed to document the truth of his crimes with this journalist. And I think it is like you can't tell a serial killer from the people you meet. You're charming and intelligent and, but what lies beneath? And but that's what I mean. That's the scary part about it. I actually thought it was tremendously, tremendously interesting and also a cautionary tale.
I found it totally unconvincing, though. I've got to say, I didn't find him particularly charismatic. Nor, interestingly, did I find in the shots of the actual Bundy, I didn't find him particularly charismatic. He looked a bit rat-faced to me.
All these women were in love with him.
I understand that they were. Yes, that's true.
It's sort of like that's how charismatic he was. For some people.
For some people, yes.
Or for some young women, anyway. So the fact that and then, you look at the photos of the young women that he killed, and it's sort of like truly heartbreaking. So I found the juxtaposition of what the film was saying with the photos of these girls really, really moving, actually. And I thought it was terrific.
No, I found it just on the edge of obscene, really, the way that he was treated here. I mean, he just comes out of it almost like an heroic figure. I didn't like that in the slightest. I found it quite
I think
demeaning.
that's the interesting thing about it. I think it
didn't
absolutely
interest me
is.
in the slightest. I'll just give this 3.
Oh, no, I'm giving it 4 stars. I think it's really, really good and really interesting.
What about me? I love you. Get out!
The killings were extremely wicked, shockingly evil, vile.
Did you do these things, Ted?
This is all gonna end.
It's only gonna end with the truth.